Actually, I had two sessions. I had one early this morning with one of my football guys, and I had another training session with one of my athletes. She's a basketball player getting ready to go to college this fall. A great session. Session went great. At the end of the session, I like to, depending on what day and what we're doing exactly, like kind of end my sessions with them completing a task with a slight bit of conditioning in it as well. For this specific athlete, I told her, hey, we got to make 10 free throws before we go. But every free throw that you miss, you got to sprint from the free throw line to half-court line back to the free throw line. So she was like, all right, fine, it's perfect. She's getting ready to start shooting the free throw. She makes the first free throw. After the first free throw, she missed like 2 or 3 back-to-back. Right after that, she makes like 2, misses the one after that, and then she makes like 2 more sporadically on down the line. Maybe like that 3rd or 4th miss, you can tell she was kind of getting a little fatigued or whatnot because we just had a whole session. By this time, she has already made 5, but it took for her to shoot like 12 free throws for her to just make 5. So she gets back to the free throw line. I grabbed the ball from her. I stopped her. I said, hey, now I know that right now at this moment you are very, very fatigued. But in your head, you may be thinking, wow, that's a double negative. Because if I shoot the free throw and I miss the free throw, and then right after I miss the free throw, I got to sprint to half court and come back to the free throw line, like that's a double negative. So on everything yourself and just do it even while you're tired and being fatigued. And I told her, when you get back to the free throw line, make sure that you are taking mental notes of what you did before you had to run the half court to come back based on how your shot went. So if you're at the free throw line, if you shoot a shot, and if you know you shot it with more of your thumb, or if you shot it instead of your hand going here, your hand go to the side or your elbow is out to the side, take a mental note of that. And when you get to half court and come back to the free throw line, remember that and make the adjustments as you get ready to shoot your next shot. All right, so I had to change her perspective. I had to change how she was looking at the drill and what we were doing so it could be more of servants to her, for instead of her feeling like she's getting punished for missing a free throw. With me having that conversation with her, this conversation maybe took 30 seconds. She got extra time on her wrist, and she was also able to get a mental perspective of what I was telling her that I needed her to do. After I had the conversation with her, it was wild. It was crazy. Like, I wish I would have had a cameraman there to record that, because I know me just telling y'all that, like, y'all probably like, okay, whatever, coach is making up stuff, but I'm not. Literally, after I've had this conversation with her, she shoots one shot, she misses it again, she goes back to the half court, run back to the free throw line. I kid you not, guys, she made 5 free throws in a row consecutively, back to back. She had done it all through the sessions. The only thing I changed and the only thing I gave more fury to was this thing in between her ears. When I was able to reset this and calm her down and tell her and give her a different perspective on what she needed to do and give her a different outlook as far as like the outcome that we were trying to get, she was then able to do it. But it came more from the direction that I was able to give her versus the skill. So I'm saying all that to say that we have to understand that being an athlete in sports, a large part is the mental side. The physical and the skill standpoint is going to be a lifelong journey as far as how bigger or faster or stronger that you can get. You're always going to be able to work at those things and get better with that. But this thing right here in between your ears is what you need to put more emphasis on and what you need to put more focus on in order to become and reach your fullest potential. Like, it's no way possible that you would be able to do that and get to a specific level if this right here is not where it needs to be. Always remember that, man. I just wanted to drop that quick story on y'all today. Hopefully it touched somebody. Hopefully it woke somebody up. Hopefully a light bulb went off in someone's head. Sometimes all it takes is a talk. All it takes is a conversation. All it takes is a story for somebody to a different decision to get a different outcome.